Okay, and what kind of fruits have you gotten now?
I just got back from Prague, from Central Europe, shooting this George Lucas film called Red Tails. It's about the Tuskegee Airmen. And
Yes. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let's slow that down. Slow that down.
You just got back from Prague.
From Prague.
Shooting a George Lucas, Mr. Star Wars.
Now, hold on now. I know you've been over there in Europe, and over in Europe they let you be,
What? We keep it 100% detergent.
Yes.
What you need to know?
Over there, you can be. You don't realize you can say so much things on the air, and it's like I can, and you get used to it. So you back over here. So I don't want you relapsing from back then. Keep it clean so we get this interview going.
Right. So you hooked up with Mr. Star Wars, Mr. George Lucas, who's still getting residuals from the very first 1974 Star Wars or whatever it is. But anyway, so you're doing the movie called Red Hills.
No, Red Tails. It's about
Red Tails.
Red Tails. Yeah, that's the bomber squadron that was in, the Tuskegee Airmen. Actually, one of the squadrons that they did in World War II over in Italy or whatnot when they were fighting the Nazis.
Nice.
In the early 1940s. And I play Flight Officer Maurice Wilson, aka Bumps, who's one of the Tuskegee Airmen, one of the pilots. And it's basically, it's not a lot of people might be familiar with the Tuskegee Airman, the movie that, came out on HBO. That was a little bit more of a documentary, kind of slow with Lawrence Fishburne, Cuba Gooding Jr. and whatnot. This is more of an action film.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is more of a, George Lucas, this is like boys and their toys, but at the same time they have they definitely tell our history, of what happened to us or whatnot. So it's going to be really interesting. I think a lot of the people are really going to love it. We have, Cuba Gooding Jr. in this one, Terrence Howard, Bryan Cranston, a lot of new young black faces, Nate Parker, Kevin Phillips, Elijah Kelly, Neo, Jasmine Sullivan.
Neo,
yeah, Schaefer Smith. Schaefer Smith is in the film.
How did they fit his head into screenshots?
Oh my God! Listen, that is my man right now. I cannot comment, nor can I indulge in these.
Was he singing?
Nah.
He sung a little
bit.
We
was in the cockpit. All right, we had helmets on. You know what I'm saying? We was in it, and it worked. Okay, it worked.
They found a helmet for his. Okay. Cool.
We not go there. We're not going there. That's my man. All right, that's my man.
And you said Jasmine Sullivan also, right?
Jasmine Sullivan, yeah, she plays Lola. She plays Love Bunny, one of the cabaret singers or whatnot.
So she was a jump off.
Wait, who did she stab in the movie?
Who did she what?
Who did she stab in the movie?
Nobody.
No, because she's the one that put the brick to the window of your car.
Did.
I know, right? It's kind of crazy, but she played the backseat a little bit. We got some anger management classes. We worked all that out before we got to the set, so everybody was pretty much on the same page. We worked that out.
It's Thermal Soundwaves. We're here with Michael B. Jordan, actor extraordinaire, who had Jasmine Sullivan in the backseat.
Yes, that's the type of press I need.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay.
Let me know you need help.
Now, before that's a very, very varied cast, and sounds like it's going to be a great flick.
George Lucas.
Yeah, man. I think it's going to be nuts.
Before you did this film, were you very aware of the history of the Tuskegee Airmen?
I mean, everybody thinks they're aware of it until they actually, for 3 months have to do backstory and actually research and get a chance to sit there and talk to the actual Tuskegee Airmen, and then you really realize, you really get the depth of, the situation, and what exactly they went through, which is way too much to actually put into words. But, I mean, these brothers are sharp attacks, with the cream of the crop of that time era, the college graduates, the high school, football All-Americans, our best men and, the best that we had went to Tuskegee, went to Alabama to go through this, this experiment, this training period, and hopefully in hopes of actually being able to serve and make it to Italy. And a lot of them washed out. A lot of them couldn't take it. It was a rigged system. It was a catch-22. We lose and we lose. It was set up for us to lose. But, we didn't take no for an answer, and we fought through.
And they got the worst equipment than the...
Oh, man, the handy-damn planes, the reason why we were so good is because we had hours and hours and hours of flight experience before we actually hit the air, because nobody wanted to fly with us. The white pilots went straight out of training and went straight to war. They getting shot down left and right. But us, nobody wanted to use us. All we had to do was to get better. And while we got better, as soon as we got an opportunity, we just took it. And that's when the red test came into play.
Such is the story of our people throughout like history in a lot of different areas and all the time.
Almost definitely.
And what's so crazy about it? Sorry to cut you off, but what's so crazy about it is that I got a shout out to Mr. Meggett, my friend's father. He was in the Korean War, and he used to tell us stories about how when they was over there on the border of North Korea and South Korea, how they would have to go inside a little ditch, and North Koreans would have a translator saying, "Why are you fighting for this country, America, when you're not even considered as an equal man? You're half a man."
Question. That's a hard
thing. And they would always play that on and on. They will play James Brown music all the time. I'm a man. This is a man's world. Black power. They'll play that music all the time. North Koreans would do that on the border to let the African Americans know, and people of color, Latinos, know that when you go home, you're not
You're not wanted. You're not considered American. Now, and that's the same thing about a lot of the pilots. They wanted to stay in Italy. He was like, why would I go home? I ain't got nothing to go home to. I go home, I'm less than a man. I'm nothing. Over here, I'm somebody. I'm treated with respect. I'm a pilot. You know what I'm saying? You got control of your own vehicle, your own destiny, in a sort of way. Plus, that's their thinking.
Plus the Italian, especially Italian women, think that you taste like chocolate.
They love us. They love us over there.
Yeah,
they do.
They think you taste like chocolate, like Miracle St. Anna.
Italians are nothing but light-skinned black folks, but whatever.